after this word problem about the pi, no? So, application ng complex fraction natin, let's have another word problem. This one is a number problem. So, this is included in your assignment or async task. So, kindly check yan. So, if you got perfect in this, you're gonna receive additional point or additional point in your term assessment. Aside from those students who opened their camera this or today, and who were present during today, November 18 in my class, and turned on their cameras. Anyway, so let's answer this one. A number increased by 6 times its reciprocal is equal to 5. Find the number. So, comprehension or understand the problem. Second one, equation. Write the equation. So, to write the equation of this one, let us represent this statement using algebra. So, a number. Let's use color mag-black. Let's try black. Black naman tayo. A number increased by 6. So, a number increased by 6 what? 6 times its reciprocal. So, the reciprocal of that number is 1 over x. Tama? Times 6 daw nito. Yan. So, what will you have? 6 times 1, that is 6. Over 1 times x, that is x. Okay, so this is a number increased by 6 times its reciprocal is equal to 5. Yeah, there you have it. So here's your equation. Now that we're done with the step number 2, let's proceed with step number 3, which is evaluation. So solve for this one. So let me rewrite this one. X plus 6 over x is equal to 5. Okay, to evaluate this one, we need to multiply this by its least common denominator. Ganun din naman siya, no? Para ma-cancel yung denominator mo. Ayan, for it to be easier to evaluate, no? Para mag-evaluate nung equation mo. So, the least common denominator of this is x. Yan, so we multiply it to each term. Okay, multiply mo siya in each term. We got x times x, that is x squared. Copy the sign. X times 6, x times 6 over x. Cancel, cancel. You will have 6 is equal to 5 times x, 5x. Okay? Yan na siya. Next is you combine all the terms in one side. You will have x squared minus 5x plus 6. Miss, bakit naging negative 5x yan? Nilipat mo po kasi. Okay, nilipat mo siya. Therefore, it becomes negative 5x. Now, this one, yung trinomial na to, this is factoring trinomials, no? It has its factored form. So, ano yun? Lagay natin dito yung x. Kindly look for the sign of your last term. That is positive. Positive siya. Therefore, parehas yung sign. Anong sign? Yan, tingnan mo yung middle term. Negative. Parehas silang negative. Okay? Next po natin is this one, 5x. So, what number will you, what are those two numbers that when you multiply, you will have your last term, 6. And when you add, you will have negative 5. So, that is 3 and 2. Negative 3 times negative 2, that is positive 6. Negative 3 plus negative 2, that is negative 5. Okay? Is equal to 0. Ayan. Applying your zero principle, this one, ano yung magiging value ng x mo? Your x sub 1 will be equal to 3, and your x sub 2 will be equal to 2. Miss, pa nangyari yun? Ayun lang, inequate mo lang sila sa 0. Let's have it here. X minus 3 is equal to 0. The other one is x minus 2 is equal to 0. Ayan. Since x lang hinahanap mo, x mo dito, tapos ilipat mo si negative 3. Negative will be positive 3. Same process with this one, x lang hinahanap. Si negative 2, ilipat mo sa kabila, this will become negative 2. And there you have it. This is our answers already. We have two possible numbers. Okay, let's try to check if 3 and 2 are correct. Let me just put box here. Ayan. So, lagyan natin yan dyan. And let us check. Let's do the checking using color green. Dito na lang po ako maglagay dito na ako naglagay kanina. Checking natin. So, substitute the value of your x. Ayan. So, let's substitute 3 plus 6 over 3 is equal to 5. So, that is 3 plus 2. And yes, it is equal to 5. Therefore, this one is correct. Next, x sub 2 is equal to 2. Let's see if this is correct. And we got 2 plus 6 over 2 is equal to 5. So, 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. Ay, hindi na siya kasha. So, we need this one. So, let me erase this. Dito tayo sa mag-x sub 2. X sub 2 is equal to 2. So, 2, hindi talaga kasha. Ayan. So, nakita na naman po natin, no? In our checking that x sub 2 is equal to 2, this will become 2 plus 6 over 2 is equal to 5. So, 2 plus 3, that is equal to 5, yes. And therefore, 2 as well is a possible number for this number problem. Okay? So, that's how we get the numbers or the possible numbers. Next, let's have another one. And the sum of a number and 15 times its reciprocal is 8. Find the number. So, as you can see, ang nagbago lang dito is given. Ayan. So, the sum of a number and 15, sum of a number and 15 times its reciprocal, 15 times ng reciprocal mo, 15 over x lang yan, is 8. Ayan. Parehas lang siya, no? Nagbago lang yung given. So, let us find the number. Again, if first, here's your equation. Next step is you get the LCD. Okay, so LCD tayo. X over, X lang pala siya. X plus 15 over X is equal to 8. Ayun, madali lang siya. You'll know already that your least common denominator, kasi lahat parang inigisa lang yung may visible na denominator, no? You have X. Okay, tapos you distribute X, X times X. You'll have X squared. X times 15 over X. X times 15, 15x divided by x, that is 15. Is equal to 8 times x, 8x. Okay, next is we combine terms in the in one side. So you'll have positive 8, nilipat mo maging negative 8 yan. Negative 8x plus 15 is equal to 0. So same process, get the factor of this trinomial, x squared minus 8x plus 15. So we will have x, yan, tingnan, yung third term, positive ulit siya. Tapos yung, ibig sabihin, magkapares yung sign. Next, in your middle term, you have negative, therefore pares negative yan. Okay, what are those two numbers that when you multiply, you will have 15, and when you add, you're gonna have negative 8. So that is 5 and 3. I mean, negative 5 and negative 3. Tama, no? Negative 5 times negative 3, that is positive 15. Negative 5 plus negative 3, that is negative 8. Ayun. So, what is our value of x? So, same process. By your zero principle, you'll have your first x. X is equal to 5. X sub 2 is equal to 3. Okay? Ayan. So, here's your possible answer. And let's check again if this is correct. So, we're just gonna substitute the value of this in our equation. Again, let's use color green for checking. And so, we got our first x. X sub 1 is equal to 5. Let's see, 5 plus 15 over 5 is equal to 8. So, 5 plus 3, and yes, this is equal to 8. Tama siya. This is correct. Next natin, next x sub 2 is equal to 3. Let's see, 3 plus 15 over 3 is equal to 8. 8. So we got 3 plus 5. Is it equal to 8? Yes, ayan. Therefore, 3 as well is a possible answer for this number problem.